Good afternoon. Welcome to my TED Talk on top tips for preaching online. These are all things that I have learned the hard way and over the years, and from looking at other people's advice as to things to do when you are doing piece to camera, whether it's live or doing a pre-record for a later date. First top tip, be yourself. Please don't look at the reflective individual just down the road who is so beautiful and Henry Newon impersonated and the living embodiment of the reflective hermit and think, I should be more like them. Also, please don't look at the big showman, and I use the word showman quite deliberately, who is all singing or dancing as zippy as Ant and Dec all rolled into one being, and think I could be embodying them and engaging like them. No, because you're not them. God did not make you to be like them. God made you to be you. And the people who are watching and trying to connect want to watch and connect with you, not a version of yourself overlaying somebody else, not the person you wish you could be. They will be looking at you and engaging with you. And if they know you already and they're having to look at you through the lens of a camera, they will know if you are not being you because they already know you. And if they haven't met you before all this happened, and they're only seeing you through a camera, and one day they get to meet you in person, they will know if you haven't been you on camera. And if you haven't been you on camera and they meet you in real life, they're going to be really disappointed that the person they thought they were engaging with and connecting with turned out to be a camera persona. Just be you. Second tip, look at the camera, or even through the camera, or even down the camera. If it really helps, have a picture of one person who you love most in the world stuck just behind the camera line and talk to them. This is something I learned when I was doing some stuff on radio on UCB, which is I was looking at the presenter who was looking back at me, or sometimes fiddling around with various things on their desk and their screen and their sliders and whatever, queuing up the next thing. But I still stared at them as I was talking into the microphone because they were the people listening out there somewhere. It may have been only one person, it may have been 400 people. I have no idea of the listening figures to UCB when I'm on, but I looked directly at them. And just as I'm looking directly down the camera at you, because you are out there. Some of you are sat at the very back where I can't quite make eye contact. Some are in and out getting cups of tea and hot drinks. Some are switched off and they're looking at their phones doing this. But I don't care. I'm going to keep looking at you because you are in my camera, even if I can't see you. Tip number 3, it's all public, all of it. You might just think you are broadcasting to a few people or just a few followers on Twitter who follow your account and pick up your pre-recorded, spliced together, edited service that goes out on YouTube. No, all of this is public. You simply don't know who is recording this. I'm not saying it to scare you. I'm saying it to remind you that when you put together your script or your notes, you choose the words carefully. You put a filter that goes between your brain and your mouth. And everything that goes from here comes through a quick filter that says, don't forget it's all public, and then it comes out of your mouth. A quick bit of double think to make sure that what you say is what you meant, that you don't use in-house jargon, because this is public, and that everything you say is true to who you are. Number 4, environment matters. So I'm doing this, I've got a laptop with my screen, I'm using the laptop camera on a very deep windowsill with lovely light and drawn curtains to diffuse some of the natural light. Natural light rather than tungsten light, it's a better light. It's looking a little bit blue. I'm looking at myself now, my video, and going, it's a touch blue. So I wonder if we can make it better and make it a slightly warmer light by putting on my light. Try and have light on your face, not behind you. You'll be backlit, and then no one can see lip reading. Try and have your face close, but not so close that you're scaring the wits out of everybody, and not so far away, we feel like you're so far away you're being kidnapped. Try and have the least amount of clutter behind you. A blank wall with one single image or icon or symbol that can back up your spoken word is ideal. If you're going to have a massive bookcase, try and adjust some of the books to make it less busy. Or product placement, if you're feeling shameless. The Wi-Fi on your device you're recording from or broadcasting from can be on, but shout round the household, turn everything else off, so that broadband is only having to do your thing and prioritise you, not your child homeschooling, your other half looking at things on YouTube or watching you doing it live, and half the other kids in the neighbourhood hacking into your system. Try and make sure the only thing using Wi-Fi is the thing you're talking to right now. Captions and subtitles. If you can afford to have it built into the software that you're using, then fabulous. Check it, make sure it's right. If you haven't got that facility, then upload your stuff to YouTube. Again, check the captions are correct. You can go into the back of the system and you can go and edit the captions. It doesn't take that long, but it's worth its weight in gold when people can access what you've said. If what you've said is worth hearing and understanding, go check the captions. If you're broadcasting live, that's trickier, but people will forgive you. If you can do a transcript afterwards and post that up, then that's even better. Play yourself back through a Word document, put on the dictate function, and then go and check afterwards and cut and paste it into your broadcast that's now shared. Camera is really important. A lot of people broadcast like this with the camera up their noses. Some people broadcast like this, and it's like, where's Bod? Try and make sure your camera is just slightly higher than your eye line. It makes you look good, and it avoids us looking at your bogies talking to us, which is fabulous, but not really nice. And finally, uncluttered. Uncluttered language. I'm not using the word simple because simple can suggest watered down or somehow weak. I mean uncluttered. Uncluttered background, uncluttered clothing. Keep your clothing as simple as you can so it's not distracting. The Hawaiian shirt might be a quirky thing that you do, but people may spend more time looking at your Hawaiian shirt than paying attention to your message. Uncluttered length, short and sweet. People can't concentrate for as long as they used to be able to, and screen time is a huge strain on concentration and on eye muscles and all that kind of thing. Content. One thing worth saying is better than 9 things which are valuable, but people have lost out by number 3. Concepts. Paint pictures, imagine things, give a narrative, tell stories. But intellectual concepts that require really big concentration and a massive train of thought and connectivity all the way through, probably not for this forum. And try not to fidget. Uncluttered body language is really important. The more you do all the nervous twitch that you have and you keep checking your hair to make sure you, I missed a bit in the clippers, and the more you fidget with your nose and you fidget with your glasses and you fidget with your hair and you fidget with your hoodie, that's really off-putting. Uncluttered bodies are a real gift too. My final top tip, oh look, it's be yourself. This is really important to remember. I talked in number 1, be yourself, about personality and characteristics. This time it's more about don't overreach yourself. Some of my colleagues have gone the whole hog on Amazon and they bought tripods and lighting rigs and sound dampeners and all sorts of stuff, and a whole corner of their living room is dedicated to the broadcast area. Brilliant. That's what they're called to do, and that's what they love doing. Me, I use a bulldog clip and a clothes peg and my smartphone and I clip them together on my windowsill with my diffused curtains providing a little bit of lovely light from the natural light outside, and that's literally all I have. You have to be who you are, not who you're not. Personality types, preaching types, engagement type, and tech type. Be who you are, not who you're not. Thank you for listening, if indeed you still are. Stay alive, and I will see you soon.